And welcome back to the Don't Make This Weird podcast. I'm your host, Tony. And with me, as always, the brains of this operation, not the saggy titties, as I point to myself, Heather. How's it going, little buddy? Thank God I'm the saggy titties.
What a good introduction. Thank you so much for that. I'm glad I'm not the throw 'em over your shoulders kind of girl. Oh my God.
It has been 2 weeks since we have had the opportunity to do this. And not gonna lie. Wow. I think we needed it because there was a lot that went on from our attitude adjustment. Holy cow.
Definitely. Yes, a lot happened. We had an amazing time. There was so much stuff that happened and was packed into just that little bit of time that we did need a little bit of a break, but also my Discord and everything went down. So when I got back from there, I had unplugged both of my laptops and brought them with me to have them looked at. And then when I got back, I ended up getting a new tablet, and I went on a Discord with that instead of hooking up my laptops. And upon doing that, it completely screwed it all up. Like, I couldn't get into my Discords. I could not figure it out. So I had to enlist the techie guy and get it fixed. So
we have 2 techie guys now.
We do have 2 techie guys. Yeah. So I had to get that fixed. And so here we are. I'm back again.
Guess who's back? Well, talk about your week, because I'm still trying to send out the links.
So I'll talk about this week. I don't really want to go too much into the past week because we have so much to talk about, so much to cover tonight.
We totally do.
And just want to give a shout out to everybody who's tuning in, jumping in already. We will definitely get to your comments here shortly. But my week has been, I'm back to work after being off. I'm on a 7-day stretch actually. So I did have Easter off and I did have Monday off, but unfortunately on Saturday when I was coming home from work, I almost legit had to stand up to off my seat to stop my truck when coming home.
Oof.
So I was going to come back down that way. I was going to actually go stop in and see my dad and kind of come see him. But when that happened, I made the best choice and ended up staying home. So luckily, being off on Monday, I was able to get in touch with my mechanic that's here, which absolutely am thankful for this mechanic because I was able to get it in, and I was talking about the situation, and I was like, I think I blew a brake line, and actually that's what ended up happening. So it was like the better case scenario of what was going on because my brakes weren't grinding, there wasn't anything like that. But I'm thinking that when the snow was really bad and I was trying to get unstuck, the couple times that I did in my driveway, I think I blew a brake line or,
Oof.
and I think that's what happened because I couldn't get out. So I was kind of like, I have to get to work. So I would push it, back and forth and try to get unstuck.
Well, glad you are safe.
Absolutely, yeah.
And how about not standing on the brakes and making sure that they work before you leave?
I was like, motherfucker, did I shrink already? I'm not that old yet. So I had to push my seat up further. And, I was pretty much trying to hang my butt off the seat just so I could reach the damn pedal because of the way it was pushing in. And I'm like, this ain't gonna work. This ain't working out. So thankfully, though, I was able to get it in. $110.68 later. That wasn't bad.
No, that's not bad at all.
I got it in that morning when I called them, and I got it back I think around 2:00, I believe.
Nice.
So yeah, it was really good. I was happy. Great guy out here in Austin. That's thankful that I have that mechanic. And he actually loves my little Dodge Dakota. So, but yeah, so that happened. So I spent Easter, at home. I actually was so exhausted on Easter that I ended up sleeping. I wasn't feeling the best that day, so it kind of worked out anyhow.
So you didn't shit on Easters.
Yeah, I shit right on Easters and before Easters. But yeah, so that was. I'm glad that all came. I wasn't on the road when it happened. I'm just glad that I had just gotten home and realized that, yeah, that's not a good situation. So, other than that, I just kind of try to get stuff done around here, and I'm trying to start to downsize and whatnot, and get rid of some stuff, and kind of put some newer stuff in and whatnot. So, not really much more super exciting. I jumped in late on Tuesday night for Rule of Cool. When I got home, I got the notification that my internet was down. So I was like, guys, I'm not going to be able to make it. My internet's down. And then after I said that, I realized, shit, I have no power even. So it was starting to get cold in here. So I just hopped in that sleeping bag that Jay left behind. And I had like my Looney Tunes Snuggie on. And was like, yeah, I lit all my candles I had. And I just kind of chilled out. I actually started reading a book.
That's
because,
awesome.
no power. So yeah, that happened also. I was like, man, just like boom, 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 stuff going on. But either way, it doesn't matter. Went through it, faced it, got through it, and then trying to think of what day it was. It might have been. It was Tuesday. Tuesday at work, I got a special delivery. I was doing a class. I had a 6-hour class at work for leadership, and my boss came in. And she was just like, she like peeked her head in and she was smiling. And I was like, what? And she come in and she goes, these are for you. And she brought me in, someone sent me roses.
What?
Yeah, I got like red roses and a little teddy bear on this vase. And it was just, I was like, what?
Someone
like,
has a secret admirer.
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Well, look at you. See, that it pays to be famous on the interwebs because that's why you get free shit all the time, right?
Yeah, okay. Uh-huh. So she was just, and it was funny because I actually, not only did it like light up my face, but like everybody who's seen them and, everybody else at work, all the ladies were just like, ooh, flowers. So that was fun, just. They were all excited and they're like, ooh, that's really cool. And smelling my flowers and trying to be nosy about everything, which was funny.
That's hilarious.
I'm pretty like secretive. So I was like, okay. Yeah. So I got some flowers sent to work and that really made my day. And then after that, the power was out. So, you gotta take the good with the bad, the silver linings.
Flowers, sleeping bag, Snuggie, power out. Yeah, that sounds like Perfect. A fun-filled day. Like, where's Absolutely. Where's the blanket fort and watching cartoons on the old hand crank television?
Yeah, the blanket fort. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm telling you. That's been my week.
All right. Well, I have had a bit of a crazier busy week because we'll talk about the guys giving us an attitude adjustment in a little bit because holy cow, there was so much stuff that we managed to cram into, what was it, just 3 days? 4 days?
3 days, and it just didn't seem long enough, did it?
It wasn't long enough because by the, was it the second day, we're absolutely exhausted. We're like, we just want to sleep. But so my 2 weeks has consisted of, oh, good God. So we did the, back that next Monday, we did Suck My Deck, had an absolute blast doing that. Actually drafted an Ixalan box that the guys left and said, here, this is our tribute to SMD, which, thank you guys again for that. We appreciate it so much. Didn't do Rule of Cool because everybody was still trying to get that squared away. And then we did Jerks. Yeah, we did Jerks. And then did not do the podcast on Thursday because we were having technical issues, which kind of sucked balls. But
it really sucked balls, actually. It was kind of like a bummer because I was like, yes, we get to talk about everything.
Right.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, that sucked big time. And then we got into, I didn't do Guitar Fridays either because we had the open mic night. And I was finally able to share the stage with two of some amazing friends. Shout out to Rick and Chris. Finally got the chance to share the stage with those guys because holy shit, those guys are incredible musicians.
Awesome.
And I love Rick's hat tip. He's like, thanks for taking one for the team and playing bass. And I'm like, I'll play Bavarian fucking cheese whistle to share the stage with you guys. I don't care. So
yeah.
Rick, Chris, if you guys are watching this, thank you again for that amazing time to get to share the stage with you guys again. It was really cool. Or the first time, not again, but thank you again for being able to share the stage with you guys. It was so much fun. And then we pretty much took the rest of the time off, fired up Rule of Cool, as you talked about. Had an absolute blast. We're in the Mind Flayers project of Zenday. Like,
yeah.
You guys gotta
I'm
go.
just saying.
Yeah, go check that out, guys. It got real interesting.
Got real frustrating.
Yeah, because someone lost something.
Okay. I'm gonna let you finish your week out before I interrupt.
Sorry to
But
interrupt.
I want to come back to that though, because I was like, what the? Motherfucker.
The DM was like, I'm tired of dealing with it.
I know. I was like, wait a minute. Does that seem fair to anybody else? I don't think so.
So yeah,
Okay.
then we did Jerks last. So much fun. We had a couple. Love you, Jay.
You don't watch us.
So yeah, he doesn't watch us. That's right. He hates our guts. So fuck you, Jay. Love you. But so we did that. Had an absolute blast with that. And then here we are, fresh off the boat. Still have no idea what we're doing for episode 320. Holy shit! How have we made it 300
man?
episodes?
320, and then holy shit balls. It just doesn't. Yeah. it's a lot to take in when you think about seasons. So we should have more.
I'm sure there's more floating around somewhere in the interweb lands, but yeah. Holy shit! You guys are blowing it up in the chat. We got to get caught up real quick. Heather, you want to do YouTube?
All right. I started out in YouTube saying, hello, weirdos. Mr. Guy says, hello, Madam Heather. All right. Baghead says, yellow banana. Baghead is always winning, says Mr. Guy. Baghead says, hi, Mr. Guy. 256 days to hi guy. Baghead's throwing some love stars and some tongue emoji, and then Purpose Porpoise watching on Twitch too.
How's it going?
Mr. Guy says, love you, fucking Jay. Or effing Jay. Sorry, effing Jay.
Fucking Jay. All right, so you guys are blowing it up in Twitch. Over there in Twitch land, louder saying, I'm still louder. And Strange Friend Media chiming in saying, hello, good sir. And then Xenoblade chiming in says, yo, peeps. Says, oops, wrong color. Was great fun hanging out in person with you all. And Baghead, Xenoblade says, oh, you did finally get those flowers, and said, haha, no, it wasn't me. You know who they're from. And then he also asked, are you proficient in Barbarian Cheese Whistle? And Xenoblade or Strange Friends Media says possibly. And then El Jefe over in Facebook land, more shows to get in trouble with. Indeed, good sir. You have arrived at the show that gets the most weird. And Brandon is chiming in. Brandon, are you there? Hop up on here.
Yep. It is the show of shit.
Welcome.
Welcome to the shit show.
Welcome to the shit show.
Yeah. Yes,
So,
yes.
How was your week, Brandon? We'll finish up in chat. You can tell us about that.
Okay. Really quickly, I'll go really fast. For Keeps Gaming, Zombie. What's up, motherfuckers? And Brian tuned in. Hello, all. Pipe Dream or MTG Dreamer. Mr. Guy says, what's up for Keeps Gaming? Hi, MTG Dreamer. For Keeps, sup, Mr. Guy. How's it going? And he says it's going.
Hell yeah.
I'm caught up now, unless somebody else throws something else in there.
Oh, I'm sure there's somebody who throws something in there. 'Cause you guys are blowing up the chat. We appreciate that. So yeah, Brandon, where's your face, man? We just see you.
I'm working on it.
Working
Believe
on your
me,
face
you want to bless our audience with way better looks than myself.
and me.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Here we go.
What
You
is
got to be the beautiful one here. Come on, Brandon.
the beautiful people? The beautiful people.
Wait, why is it black? Where'd he go?
I don't know.
Brandon.
Oh, hey, there we go.
Nice. Nice.
So this show brought to you by a space helmet.
That's
Hey,
very strange.
does Brandon realize that you're not weightless inside the helmet? You're weightless outside the helmet.
I'm in space, obviously.
Oh, well,
Obviously. In his
yeah, but your
I'm
head's still floating.
weightless the whole way.
Welcome to the show, Brandon. Glad you're hanging out. Yeah, so this week I was this week I was supposed to be pretty much a whole month not able to make it. So Brandon so graciously was like, I can do it. So then I ended up getting my schedule. It got switched around and here I am. So anyway, Brandon, how's your week been? Let's
Man.
hear about it.
You know what? I had planned to think about my week before I got on here. And then other stuff happened.
That's life. That's how it goes.
That's life, brother.
Well, I had it was fairly uneventful, although except for yesterday I took a trip to Bay City with my wife to get injections in my back, which was fun. That's always pleasant.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
And she had to drive me because these particular injections, they gave me a sedative, and I swear to God they said it was ketamine, but I could have imagined that while I was on whatever it was. Maybe it was fentanyl. I don't know.
Oh goodness.
So you were high Brandon.
Yeah, it was exactly. It was ketamine, fentanyl, Drano, one of those things.
OxyClean.
No, I only do the OxyClean.
No, the OxyClean actually tastes good.
It tastes like carpet cleaner, according to Jay.
But yeah, so I was a bit out of it after that, and to the point where by the time I got on Jerks, which I was late for that too, it wasn't until like we were wrapping up and I was like, holy crap, it is Wednesday. I did not prepare an episode of Was It Worth It? Like, I guess I best get to that. So I wrapped that up at like 3 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
One job, Brandon. One job.
Y'all better watch that episode of Was It Worth It, because he stayed up late to do it.
That's right.
If you have not liked, subscribed, or followed, please do. Please do.
I am intending on getting back into the habit of like scheduling it beforehand rather than uploading it after the fact. Because I mean, like, no one likes it when, you know, a show that they're expecting to see at a certain time is not on at that time. Like, that doesn't happen in television.
Worst programming ever.
Can't do that in television. Yeah.
Yeah, they can't afford dead air.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can't really afford much of anything, but we try.
Wait,
Speaking
y'all
of
getting
that, though,
paid
we
for
would
this?
like
When
to
the hell
take
did that
I
happen?
would like to take this moment to thank our patrons.
Yes.
Yeah, all 3 of them. Thank you.
Now.
Yeah, patrons. We got 3 of them.
3 of them.
And they're all from the Attitude Adjustment crew. So I promised crisp high fives to all of them.
Yes.
So in June, when I get there, I'll give them all high fives.
So you didn't deliver the crisp high five yet?
Not yet, but I'm going to. I'll be there in June. I'm going on a camping trip to Wiener Island.
Wiener Island!
Yep. So I'll give high fives there.
Wait.
Wait, does that sound bad?
How? So you're going to give crisp high fives to Wiener Island?
No.
Okay.
No, to our patrons.
Oh.
Thank you, guys. Is it Evil Dave, BBD, MTG Attitude, Mr. Guy's Garbage,
Editor Douche Flute.
well, editor Jerk Whistle, I think. Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's great.
Oh yeah, we'll get into that. We'll get into it. But that was a smooth transition, I felt.
Totally
So thank
smooth.
you, patrons. Crisp high fives all
That's right.
around. Yes. that's what you get. So thank you. And a sincere.
I mean, eventually, we're actually going to do something where, we acknowledge them in text form.
We should probably do something like that.
I thought so too. Like, I really thought that was going to be a thing, but we need to have more meetings.
What's this meeting you speak of?
I was going to say, in order to have more meetings, we have to start by having meetings.
Oh, fuck, man. That's why you don't let me be in charge of more meetings or meetings. Shit balls.
But let's get caught up in chat, and then
Yeah.
I want to talk about the attitude adjustment, because holy shit.
Yes. Mr. Guy says I had plans to think about my week, and then I didn't. Baghead has thrown some shade at Brandon about being annihilated in magic.
I know what he's talking about.
Yeah. And Mr. Guy says Brandon was on some good Advil for that. And also he says editor poop bird. And more meetings, the practical alternative to work.
He called the shit poop.
He called the shit poop.
And over here in Twitch land, Marrowblade says, tell Brandon, ooh, I just got the tingles, to be honest. And then card rip.
What? Did you get flowers sent to you too? Oh, you were here for that. That was the thing. I got flowers sent to work. Did you get flowers sent to you?
Oh, nice.
Could
No,
be
I
the
did not.
same admirer.
Brandon has a secret admirer. I think it's Editor J.
Oh,
No.
Poop Bird. The Poop Bird sent you some flowers, huh?
He
That's
feels
my
bad because
non-secret
Brandon can
detractor.
never pull anything off of the fucking cards that he gets. So Jay sent him flowers.
That makes sense.
I mean, I can buy myself flowers. So
Can you write your name in the sand?
I can write my name in the sand with my
Talk
own
to
key.
yourself for hours? Oh, God.
Oh, that's great. So let's get into the attitude adjustment, because holy shit.
Let's talk about this.
Yeah, let's talk about it, because it's been confirmed that apparently it's going to be an annual thing.
Yep.
Because these guys apparently can't get enough of Podunk Hicksville and hanging out with us fine folk.
Fine folk, yeah. So it's been like this is
I
our
don't understand
second
that.
year. You've never understood. I don't know. They like us. It's
you know
different.
what?
I'm sure.
I always just associate it with me.
Oh,
So I'm like, how can they not have had enough of me already?
aw, Brandon. Are we all on that same page? We're like, oh, they just can't get enough, but they want to go home soon. No, just kidding. No, it was a really cool experience. Beforehand, I had talked to Jen, and her house, she's getting it ready for sale, so she needed some, having some people come and we rented the place, and it helped her out in turn. So the house that we were at was kind of like Airbnb, and we had more than enough space. It was air mattress island, whatever you want to say. But it was a good spot for us to be able to all get together, and we had more than enough space there, so it was a really nice accommodation. So that was a good thing. And then, everybody got in, and there was just so much stuff. We had plans for all kinds of things. We were supposed to do a ton of like intros.
Yeah.
We never did a single intro. We did actually make good on the pack openings though.
Yes.
For me, so we were able to do that. And it was amazing. If you guys, I don't know if yours hasn't been dropped yet. Yours is
No.
gonna be next Monday.
They did
But
drop the
yeah.
Ikoria box with you and I opening it, and it was so much fun.
I forgot to watch that video today. I meant to. That was today, right? The Ikoria opening.
Yep.
With you and I?
Yeah, when we were towards the end, but that's when I had walked into the house and Jay was already ripping a video, and I was like, "Hey," and he's like, "We're gonna get Tony in here," and then you were right there, and like we were just ripping videos and talking shit. Your video was absolutely hilarious of Dave and Heather saying she had a good D-Day. Or what the hell am I censoring? Heather had a good dick day.
No. So that's a whole nother subject that we'll get into. But that was a lot of fun. Sorry, my sandals just fell. I don't open packs. I've opened a few, but I don't know value. I don't know, I play. That's the best I got for you guys when I open up packs. So when we started the video, we were like, "Ooh, we should do this. Oh, we should do," and I was like, "No, I'll do my arms, or you do your arms, and then I'll say it in my voice, so it'd be weird." And he's like, "Yeah, let's do it." So we were doing that, and then just no censor. I just started just saying things like I normally do, and we were just having so much fun opening those packs together, and just some of the shit that was coming out of both of our mouths during that whole thing. And then everybody standing there watching and laughing and having a good time with all of us. And that's the best part of being able to get together and do those kinds of things. But the pack opening was ridiculous.
You pulled
I thought
some
he had
fire.
said that it was the best one that has the most value, but it apparently it was like the third best or whatnot. But either way,
you pulled some
he
fire.
Said, pick out. Yeah, he's like, pick out which one do you want. So he said, I picked out the box with the question mark because he said the ammo box smelled like Jay's ass, and I said, never mind, I don't want it. and then he said that I got to pick from, whatever, and I thought he meant that I got to pick one thing out of that box and, like, one little pack, and he was like, no, this whole box is yours to open. So we both, like, exchanged opening them, and he helped me with, like, the knife scenes and stuff, because I'm clumsy. It's probably for my safety, like, best interest, so.
That's fair.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun to be able to do that with Dave and everybody just kind of hanging out. And we got a chance to finally meet Rudy.
Yes.
So, that was really good too. It was just...
He seemed a lot better than the way I've heard him described.
I've never heard anything about that. But moving on.
No, to stay there for a minute, Heather, loud love to Rudy, because holy cow, that guy is a beast on the magic table. And the fact that, like, we all just, like, we met on the front lawn. In fact, there was a picture, and I hope Jay includes it, when we all met. And they just got off the road. They just pulled up. And in true fine form and fashion, I don't remember who said it. Was it me or somebody else? Because the minute I stepped outside, it was, "What's your name?" And that set the tone once again for the whole duration that they were here. And, I hugged the crap out of Dave. I hugged the crap out of Rudy. Definitely hugged Guy. And I was like, man, it's been too long since we've all been in the same space and just, connecting up. And then we got to the other house over there and just like everybody settled in and we started just having an absolute blast. And, the different sayings that we had for the duration of everybody here, like Dave running around after he took a shower in the morning and yelling to everybody he was having a good dick day.
Yeah, you weren't there for that part, but
no, I wasn't.
It was kind of after the fact, though. So the funny part about it is, like, I hear because my bedroom was the one that was by the bathroom.
Yeah.
So I hear from the bathroom, "Heather, I'm using your shower gel or something, like your body wash or shampoo. And I'm like, okay. Because I had bought this, like, Bath and Body Works one. It's like it's like champagne toast or something. But it smells really, really good. So I think everybody that showered there actually used my stuff, which was fine. I didn't care. But he comes out, he's like, smell my head. And I was like, okay, sure. I was like, oh, you used it. He's like, yeah. But anyway, so I heard that from there. I'm using your shampoo. I was like, okay. And then like he comes in or I hear him outside my door and he was like, "Hey, I'm having a good dick day." Or yeah, dick day. And I was like, "Okay. I don't know what that means." Like, what are you
Neither do
talking
I,
about?
Heather.
And I'm like, why? He's peeking his head in my room, and I'm like, okay, what are we talking about? Like, I'm just sitting, like, leaning against the wall, sitting on my bed, just scrolling through my phone, just trying to wake up, and this is the morning.
This is the morning.
Heather, I'm having a good dick day. I'm like, I'm happy for you, Dave. That's awesome. But he was, like, in rare form and fashion, like, the night before that we did the podcast.
That,
So.
if you guys missed that show, the podcast with Guy and Dave in the studio, we had a whole fucking studio. Like, there was Tempest and his wife was there. We had, God, who else? Shelby was in the studio. Tim, the real Tim Allen was there from down in the man cave. We had Brandon was there, wasn't he? Brandon, you were in the studio.
I was.
Yeah. Beside me.
Yeah, that's right.
I was sitting right next to Heather and like talking like this.
Yeah, you were talking like that, and also you were like very politician-like. You would not answer anything without like skating around everything, which was hilarious.
Well, yes, because the topic of discussion was, have you ever worn your wife's underwear? And,
yeah, that was one of the topics.
I think it was more general. Is that have you ever worn women's underwear?
On my head, yes.
I think was what it was.
So Brandon is running for president for 2024 since he's wearing the women's underwear so diplomatically.
I can't.
I don't remember.
I'm too honest.
I don't remember what he'd actually said, but it apparently was very like around the subject.
Do you remember what you said, Brandon?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Yes.
Or maybe I plead the fifth.
Possibly.
I cannot answer that question on the grounds that it may incriminate me. I don't know.
Something like that. Yeah. So, but yeah, it was an interesting show. Dave had a lot of questions. I don't know. I don't understand why we kept on rounding back to like sex questions and things. But I was like, whatever. I'll play Dr. Ruth. Let's go.
You were in a room full of guys. Of course, it was coming back to that.
I was just like,
I think the best part is when you would fire something off and Dave would turn like 5 shades of red. That was fucking hilarious.
Well, because he was expecting me to just kind of not say anything back, and I don't think he was. I can't say that. I can't say that he was expecting it, but the answers that I was giving back, he was just like, "Oh." I don't remember. There was one specifically though that he was just like, "I can't believe you said that to me."
I can't believe you said that, kid.
I was like, "What did you want from me?" I'm not worried about it. So, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. But there was so much more. So many different highlights and things. I mean, we drafted. We all got together. We cooked.
Oh God, that was great. You made breakfast pizza for dinner.
I did not make breakfast pizza. I made chicken pizza.
Still, that was absolutely amazing.
Yes. And I had a sous chef that worked with me in the kitchen. Me and Guy, he cut all the stuff up for the salad, and then we did all the other stuff together.
There was another chef trying to get into the kitchen, but he was banned.
He was. Yeah, I was like, Dave, go sit down. Go. Oh, Jay?
Yes.
Yeah. So I was cooking up the chicken for the crust, and I'm not doing anything special with it because I just need to cook it to be able to get it cubed up or whatever, shredded. And he's just looking around. I said, don't judge me, because I know that he's a chef. Like, he really is a chef. And I'm like, just don't look at my chicken right now. It looks horrible. And he just kept on coming in and fucking with me. So, yeah. But it was good. It was fun.
Just don't look at my chicken right now.
Don't look at my chicken. Get out of the kitchen. That's pretty much what it was. I was like, get out of here, Jay. And you're like, you should have seen his face on the other side of the door. I was like, yeah, he's fucking with me, and he...
I was so laughing at his facial expressions because he was totally just doing it to fuck with you.
I figured as much. Because you can't not.
Well,
That's the best part, I guess, of the whole thing.
Isn't he a master chef or like a 5-star chef or some goofy thing like that? I don't know. He's a
Something
badass
like
chef. I know
that.
that much.
Yeah, so I was just like, no, don't look.
He sends me food porn all the time. He's like, so I made this for dinner. And I'm like, fuck you, dude.
Right?
I want amazing dinosaur-shaped chicken nugget, chicken tender thingies. Come cook for me. I'll make you coffee.
Yeah. I'll make you coffee. I'll give you butt rubs. Just cook for me.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll take one for the team. I'll rub Jay's butt.
Oh my god. But yeah, so it was a lot of fun. We had everybody, all coming over to do that. We went to
Yes.
Kretschky's. I can't talk.
That place was amazing. And it's nice that it's like literally a stone throw away. But their loaded fries and their jambalaya, holy shit, it's amazing.
I didn't try that, but did the swamp burger and then split a thing of fries, and I think I realize now that was overkill. It was definitely overkill because there were so many fries left over. Because I know, like, I don't really eat a whole lot anyway, so it was just like I had like 5 fries, I think, and half of a burger, and was like, okay, I'm done. So.
Well, let's get caught up in chat because everybody's starting to talk about their engagement in the Attitude Crew. Heather, go ahead and jump in on YouTube there.
All right, so Mr. Guy says Podunk, no. Quakersville, maybe. Amish Town, yes, but Podunk, no. Purpose Porpoise, the week I was there felt too short in my humble opinion. Mr. Guy says that Purpose Porpoise goes by too fast. And Shelby joined in and says, hi, everyone. Louder says, Uncle BBD spoiled me, coffee and steak. Yes. And Mr. Guy says that Michael Campbell, hi. And fun fact, Jay, tried out for Master Chef.
No shit.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty
Over here in Twitch land, Amaro Blade says, I can help with a production meeting if you are interested in episode in the man cave. Yeah, but we can definitely chat about that because we've actually talked about doing 1 or 2 episodes down there and involving all you crazy fuckers down there for Don't Make This Weird. And it says B had tingles when he ripped a card on Was It Worth It? And Shadow's End coming to hang out with us. I was having a good deck day last night. Yes, you did have a good deck day last night.
I know what that means. Like, I have sometimes have good deck days. Not good.
It was weird. I was playing Brian last night, and for some reason, I just like it was closing my game out when he was getting ready to win. I don't know what happened with that.
Did you just spook?
No, I was like playing, and then it was like, defeat or whatever, and I'm like, oh darn, this sucks. I was really wanting to finish my game with him.
I feel like you're full of shit.
No, actually, I took a shit before the show, but thanks for asking.
Oh, yeah, that's nice when that works, isn't it?
It's when you have to hear about it. That's wonderful, actually.
Well, but that was the best part about.
You're regular, Tony.
I know. Hey, I'm a regular guy. Just saying. Hat trick a day.
Well, when everybody was there, I'm like, I don't feel good. I can't poop.
So Heather,
like,
yeah.
Wow, I really just said that in front of everybody.
No, Heather, you really were full of shit.
She was. She was totally full of shit.
I did not feel good at all. At all. Like,
in fact, you could say you weren't shitting us.
I was not shitting anybody at all. Rudy was like, you need some ginger tea, and I was like, ooh, ginger ale, and then yeah, I was just and not feel good. I tried drinking the ginger tea and I was like, this is, yeah.
Speaking of
But
tea.
I appreciated that. I appreciated
So you were
the
finally
extra
marked
love.
safe from the turd that tried to kill you.
Yeah, I was okay. I'm fine. I'm here still. I survived. Without poo.
So you pooped today. All right. Yay.
At that point, I was just like, I really just told everybody I can't shit. That's cool. That's fine with me. But I wasn't feeling good, and then I went to go lay down, and everybody was like, Heather! Where's Heather? So,
Leave me alone. I can't poop.
can't poop if my tummy hurts. I
That's the
hate
same
my
with that
life.
there.
I was just like, I can't perform like this. Yeah. So then I got in my like Looney Tunes. I call it a Snuggie, and it was kind of funny because I think I watched every single one of you be like, "That's really what is that?" And like, I want one of those. I'm like, well, shit. I know what I have to get everybody for Christmas now.
Yeah, we didn't get Dave in the onesie, so I mean, we got to get him a Snuggie.
I should have. Yeah. Yes. Yes. I will get. And I got that from Marshall's actually. So.
Nice.
I will have to see next year for Christmas presents because everybody was just like, dang. I was like, yeah, it was from the guys section, so everybody's getting a fucking Snuggie next year.
Well, what was really funny is when you were sitting in the chair in the dining room, kicking your feet, and people would walk by and they'd be like, and you're like, show off.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, at one point when we were all at the table, we played Emperor, I think it was called. And
Yes.
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I never-
winning team.
No, I think we were planning to do that, but we didn't. Or unless this is another time.
Yeah.
I mean, we were talking about playing Emperors and Generals, and we didn't actually do
in
it.
general.
No, we played it with
we
me,
ended up-
Jay, and Guy on a team, and Heather, Rudy, and Dave on the other.
And I
Okay.
took out.
Yeah,
I
that's
took out
that.
Jay.
Yeah.
I took out Jay.
Yeah, because you
And
played
then-
your Nope deck.
Yes, I did. I picked a good deck for that situation.
Heather was having a good dick day that day. I mean, deck day.
I was good deck play that day. Yeah.
And then it was you, me, Guy, Rudy, and Dave, and we played a Commander Free for All.
Mhm.
And my favorite part was when Guy's like, "How is that Soul Warden still alive?" For 10
That-
turns,
wasn't
and it was
that
goaded, and it did not die.
Oh yeah. Yep.
It was great. It wasn't until Rudy
I
did the
feel-
board wipe.
Yes. Yeah. But that was that was fun. It was fun to be able to get together. And then when we did the draft.
Yes. Shelby
I
pulled a
did not
fucking
do as
Ristic
well.
study.
Yeah, I know. That was like that card. I got one for Christmas, so I can't bitch too much. But also though, just to pull it, that was his first card out of that pack.
Yeah, that was the first card that he pulled off. That Brandon, you got to play his deck. How was his deck?
Who's that?
Shelby, when he pulled that Ristic study and he built a.
Shelby. I tell you what, that was the first game that I played was against Shelby, and I did win, but it took so long because he just had all this taxing shit. It's like, oh, are you gonna pay so I don't draw a card? No, not this time. Go ahead and draw. Or yeah, I'll pay. Whatever. And I'm trying to remember what he had. Intruder Alarm.
Yes.
So all like creatures didn't untap during their untap step, and they only untapped when a creature came out. And so like if I attacked then with a creature, then that creature was done until I could get another creature out. And he kept countering my creatures. And oh god, it was so frustrating. I had Polluted Bonds out, which made it
nice.
so he couldn't play lands, because if he played a land, he'd lose 2 life, I'd gain 2 life. And I was like, yeah, now you're stuck. And then he put out Copy Enchantment so that I couldn't put my lands out.
Nice.
And I was like, oh god, this is taking forever. Like people were done with their entire like 3-game matches before we finished that first game.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I remember during that whole situation. So I had ended up getting some strawberries and cream moonshine, which
Sounds delightful.
That was
it was
amazing.
delightful. And then you add Faygo cream soda to it, and it's very smooth. And you don't realize the impact of what moonshine proof is,
Yeah.
especially if you don't drink. So it went down very well, and all of a sudden I was like, this room is spinny. I was playing against Lauder, and I'm sitting there, and I was like, Shelby, can you go get me some water and some Doritos? Because I knew if I stood up, no more for the rest of the night. So I sat there, and he went and did that for me, and I ate those Doritos and drank that water, and then finally, probably about 15 minutes to 20 minutes later, I was good. But I still won. But that was my only game that I won. I was like, okay. But, Tim is new to the game as well, so I'm just like, well, drunk or not, I still just won.
Heather was not having a good deck day.
I was not having a good deck day. I don't think my deck was horrible.
Take the W.
But,
You had it.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I got to
Yeah.
play Jay, and that was Jay was like, "Fuck it, I'm tearing apart all of my decks here. I'm tearing apart all my decks on Arena because it sucks losing to all of you guys." I'm like, "Hey Jay, have you tried winning?"
Have you tried winning, Jay? So yeah, Jay got in the next day. He
Yeah.
drove up. And then when he got there, where did we end up going? Oh, we went to your place.
Yep.
Because we were gonna start doing the draft over there, I believe.
Yep.
So everybody packs up and we get over there, and then we're like, never mind. Let's just grab all the tables and chairs and go back over to the other house.
And that's what we did.
And then you hear Rudy, I thought you were the logistics guy. I thought we're just like, yeah. So, but it was, I'm glad that we all went over there because we all got to stay in the same room and play. So
Yes.
there was more than enough space there to do that. But yeah, it was interesting. Just like everybody's like, all right, let's go. We all get in the car, and I rode with Jay for over there, and a little bit of talking on the way. But with the snow that he comes taking off, and we start turning like this, I was like, I chose the wrong vehicle to get into. I should have just drove my truck. Which had new wiper blades, because apparently me telling them that it was slapping on my side of the window was not a safety thing. So I don't know, in Michigan we just kind of do what we want. We don't have to go through inspections or whatever. And I was like, yeah, my wiper blade's smacking my side of my window, whatever. That was when everything just kind of like, and he's like, why? And I'm like, because I'm short. Okay.
I mean, facts. Do you put like bricks on your shoes or a phone book on your butt?
Wait, what on my butt?
A phone book.
No, I don't put a phone. Who has those anymore?
From the library. They're in the recycling section.
Oh, I bet you they are. If the phone books nowadays wouldn't get me very far, there's like compared to like back in my day. Those fuckers were like Sears catalogs when you'd get Sears catalogs.
Yeah. Now it's all digital and online.
This is true.
You can't wipe your butt with digital paper. I'm just saying.
That is also true. I mean, you can try.
You can. It'll just leave your hands a bit dirty.
No. Nope.
So we got a couple things over here in chat.
What do you got in chat?
Leave your hands dirty. Let's see here. Heather needed some varnish. This is all Mr. Guy.
Nice.
10 turns. Why? Gonna pay the one? Also, he says, Dear Jay, nice deck. Does it come in men's? And your wiper was not smacking. It was non-existent. You needed new wipers.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah, so Dave, thank you, Dave. Dave bought them. Thank you, Jay, or thank you, Guy. He went out and put them on for me, and I have new wiper blades, and it was nice because it was raining and snowing, so
That's fair.
I was thankful for that.
But yeah, I think it was the third day. We ended up just like chilling because it was like, hey, we're all just like incredibly worn out from the first 2 days of activity. And then we ended up just chilling. And I think it was, God, what was it? Was it lunch that we did or no, that was the second night we did the steaks and gluten-free macaroni.
That was good, actually.
That was
I know
really
everybody was kind of teasing about it, but I was like, no. I appreciated that. I actually had to have macaroni and cheese, even though I felt it afterwards because I was not feeling good already. And then I'm adding more food on top of that. I was like, sad macaroni and cheese is so good. And then the next day, I was like, no, I gotta go lay down. I feel horrible right now. Horrible. But I didn't drink the coffee.
Yeah.
Because there was chunks in it, and I'm spoiled.
I mean, Guy did talk about chewing Dave's coffee for breakfast, so I mean, there's that.
Yeah, they did. They chewed Dave's coffee. He got a percolator because I did not bring a coffee pot. Before I ended up coming down, I had so much stuff that I was like, I gotta pack this, I gotta do this. And then I was looking for something I was supposed to bring back for somebody, and I pretty much it looked like someone shook my house down because I couldn't find this. And I haven't looked because I was so frustrated that day. Yeah. By the time I got out of here, I want to say it was 4:00 when I left.
Yeah.
On Thursday. And then I finally got in at I think I finally got there at 10:05 or some shit to the house.
Something like that, yeah.
Because I did stop into Jen's, and I haven't seen Jen in a while, so I got the key, and then it took forever just to get there. So by that time, I still come over.
Yep.
And we played cards, and I was in rare form. I was just so tired and just, I don't know, I was just happy to be back. So that was a whole experience in itself, and I had you just dying.
Oh my God. The amount of shit that we were giggling about. And here's the thing, is that was the whole time that you were here. And even on the trip back when the guys were messaging in the group chat and the whole, we'll talk about that in a minute. But the shit that was coming out of your mouth, I wish we would have been streaming. Hello, my love. But I wish we would have been streaming because that shit was so funny. Yes. And then the edible kicked in and it was even funnier because it was oh my God.
And I wasn't drinking. I wasn't nothing. I was just happy to be back. That's the big part of it, you know?
Well, and it was funny too, because we had gotten 2 weeks of you live in the studio. And constantly people were talking about that week leading up to the guys coming in. And they said that was 2 of the best shows, but the first one was so much fun. They said, not that they don't enjoy our shows when we're doing this, but in studio, it's a totally different dynamic. Definitely. They loved the energy. They loved the shenanigans that we had in person. Because, I mean, that's what the show was started. That's the way that the show has been. And being able to navigate around these kinds of obstacles and not talking over each other and still waiting for those jokes to land that we banter back and forth. But yeah, that whole night, God, my face hurt, my stomach hurt, my back hurt.
We were both laughing so hard, and I could have swore, at one moment, and I know Melissa, I said something to her the next day because she just kind of looked at us what the fuck? Because we were joking so much, and you were sitting next to me.
I was sitting next to you, yeah.
Yeah, you were sitting next to me, and I had my playmat out. And I have this playmat that has a cat on it. It's the Lisa Frank, kind of style. It's the secret layer one. And I was like, that's a nice fucking kitty you got right there. I just started doing that and acting like Bubbles. And You were dying laughing, and I
The
was too. And
fact that you
it was a
did
good
that
time.
so spot on was the best part about it. And like every time you said that, and you started changing it up, like that's a nice fucking deck you got right there. Just the funniest shit ever.
Yeah. The energy and different things, like when I'm actually in person and I can let loose and just have a good time. So me being up here and not being around as much, when I get there, it's like, okay, I'm unleashing this now. Yeah. It's like,
Well, and that was another one of the best parts about being in person. Hello, my love. Um, it was the fact that all of that creative just energy in the room of all of us content creators and all the crazy shit that we were doing was just so much and so intense for that duration. So when the guys left, I mean, is there anything else you guys wanted to talk about before we get into the trip back? Because holy hell.
I mean, just just the whole idea of going back to how it all kind of started and getting a chance to connect with them, and then them coming actually out here or coming to Michigan, making that trip, driving, coming out. It was interesting for the first time, like in the first year that we got a chance to meet them and see them, and then for them to actually come back out,
Yeah,
take that trip and drive that 18 hours just to come hang out with us, like that means a lot.
it does.
It means a lot. Just to be able to connect and get to know them more, so every year now that this is going to be an annual thing,
Right.
I'm thankful that we have a chance to get to know them more and just connect and be good friends.
Yeah, that was, that's the thing that I enjoy about that is it was literally friends reuniting after a year of not seeing each other and
Yeah.
enjoying the company of being in the same place with each other all at the same time. So, but yeah, it was so cool. It was such a great reunion of all of us getting to hang out and getting the chance to see Rudy in person like that. I thought he would be shorter, but he's way taller.
Yeah, wasn't it the conversation that you had? You were just like, oh, you thought you were taller.
Yeah, he thought
You
I'd be
thought he
taller and
was.
bigger, and I'm like, no, man, I'm not, really not.
Yeah.
Tony isn't don't you kind of have that kind of outlook for everybody?
Well, I mean, I am dating a girl that's 6'1", so I think that's kind of amazing.
True.
6 foot, not 6'1".
Oh, 6 foot. Okay. Well, I mean, hey,
6
from
foot.
my
Yes.
height, everybody's taller than me. So, I mean, either way,
But
6 foot,
You know
6'1".
Tony, he's always got to try and add an inch or two.
Yes, he does. I always say, no, you're not.
Look, it's a grower, not a shower. Fuck off. But
I wasn't talking about that, but that's cute.
I'm having a bad deck day.
Does it come in men's size?
Does it come in men's size?
Does it come in men's size?
Speaking of coming in men's size, the trip back as we were all hanging out and you were getting ready to hit the road, we were all sitting there just shooting the shit. And it was funny because we're texting back and forth. And of course, we're sitting there talking shit. It was you, me, and Melissa. And the stories, oh my God. Which is funny because she's actually starting her YouTube channel, which is great. But
Awesome. Yeah.
so it came through on our group chat of Fred Flintstone taking a shit.
Yeah. Of all things.
Of all
Of all
things.
So, wait, was that? I can't remember. That came through when we were having breakfast? Correct?
No, that was
No.
when everybody was already on the road and we were back
That
here
was the
hanging
night.
out.
Yeah. Yeah, because I came back because I was all like, "Aw," I wasn't feeling the best, and you're like, "Just come over." So yeah, we were waiting for that, and then the text come in. There you are, all dying with that as too. It was just funny. It was good. It was good stuff.
It was absolutely hilarious. Well, and that's the thing is that it still bleeds over to some of the other conversations that we've had in our little private group chat where
Right? Yeah.
But it is
So,
the
yeah.
top of the hour. I want to
It
get
is.
to some shout outs and some channel recognition. So that way, what do you got there?
Something for you.
There's something for me?
Am I on it?
Well, I gotta. What the hell was?
Dropping things.
Good Lord! What do you? What did you get me? Are you serious right now? Oh my God! This woman. Look, bring that here. Look what this woman just got me.
It's.
It was the
Oh, dear.
last one that I'm missing,
Oh my gosh.
and now I have all 4 of the Fallout decks. So she totally.
Wow.
Where the hell did you get this?
Walmart.
Walmart restocked.
Walmart restock.
Oh my God! I love this woman. Thank you so
Aw.
much. Can you take that up with you when you go up there?
Yes.
We
Please
love
and
this
thank
woman
you.
too.
You are absolutely amazing.
Yeah, she should stick around.
I take back all
I
those
think
mean
she
things that
should.
Brandon said about you.
I mean,
Tony,
Brandon does have
I
to
mean,
you know, you know.
we
Thank
could
you
lose
very
Tony,
much.
but Melissa should
We
stick
can keep Melissa.
Wait, what?
Brandon, I know he's full of shit. You didn't say anything mean about me.
No, they're just saying that they're getting rid of me and keeping you.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Okay.
What the fuck?
She just accepts that.
We're going to the shout outs, damn it. You guys suck.
Whoa. You need to
Heather,
simmer
do you want to
down.
do the ones for the
Tony,
channel that's
tell me the
underneath the Strange
code,
Friends
you
Media?
Love
just-
you.
Texted. Are you looking at his screen?
I don't know. Are you looking at the screen?
I'm looking at his screen. He's telling you. Tell him the code. I sent you the code.
Yeah, it was for something else.
Oh.
Okay.
Because
Tony.
apparently,
Tony. Sent the text. So it's the top of the hour. We gotta do the shout outs, but go ahead and throw that up on the screen, and then I will do the first shout outs. Will you get that code for Brandon
What's the
so he
code?
can finish his work? He's got stuff to do.
Sure.
He.
I'll request a resend.
All right.
There we go.
Okay, so let's give some shout outs. Again, thank you again to the patrons. MTG Attitude, Mr. Guy's Garbage, or Mr. Guy's Junk, whichever you prefer to say. And also that jerk whistle. Jay. I don't know what else he's under, but the jerk whistle.
The jerk whistle.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and shout out the ones for our channel
Yes.
that are under our channel. Actually, Magic Gaming Jerks,
Yes.
Tempest Striker Gaming, This Is My Brain podcast, Baghead, Suck My Deck, Chill Stream, Guitar Fridays, Initiative Impossible, Dragonfly Heart Gaming whenever I do, and Don't Make This Weird.
And the ones that we're affiliated with is MTG Attitude, Twiddler's Place, Chaos Gaming, Action Surge, and Rule of Cool, and so many more that we don't have listed. But we're still working through the whole production hell of podcasts and stuff that we are doing, plus the different channels. Shout out to Paws Brown, MTG, DJ Longhair, all of those other great channels that we go through and help support and sometimes guest star on. Just to go through and say, hey, we're here, we're a nuisance. I actually popped on Artsy Socks stream yesterday before we did Jerks. And Brian from Initiative Impossible was like, you suck. You're popping up on somebody else's stream, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, whatever, I do what I want. So showing some love over there to Artsy Sock on Twitch.
Yeah, some love over to her. She is very talented.
Holy
She's
cow.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she's very
Incredibly
talented. So the thing is like when we do Gardic phone, I can't even say it, so I don't even know why I'm on the show. But when we do play that, Brandon, and Chaos, and when we have Artsy on and BJax Attacks Brian, they are amazing. I'm just
Yes.
I'm trying to show up here, guys. I mean, it's gotten better. Yeah, Gardic phone, so fun. I'm thankful that we get a chance to actually play that, and then we've actually done. Can't remember the name of the card game all of a sudden. Just escaped me because
It's
I'm
Against
old.
Humanity.
Thank you. Yes. Got a couple things over here in chat.
What we got in chat?
Mr. Guy says, "Heh, heh, heh." And he says, "Look what this woman just got me." He says, "Nice. She's a keeper." I said, "When you know, you know." And Mr. Guy says, "Mr. Guy's garbage on YouTube. Mr. Guy's junk is on lonelyfans.com." Good stuff.
Oh God. Yeah, that's, there's been so much when it comes to the channels and all of the ones that like you guys are going, hey, check these guys out. What do you think about this? And like Tempest Striker Gaming, he's like, hey man, I'm part of a community. There's some guys that may want to come on SMD, or these guys want to go through and do some Gardic phone or some Cards Against Humanity. And even down there at the Man Cave, with Tim and Jeremy, they're starting to do a whole bunch of things down there. We've got to get down there and show up and show them what it's like with Strange Friends Media and all the crazy shit that we're doing with not just streaming and doing the interwebs, but also the local events, because Tescolapalooza is coming in July 20th. Tickets are going to be on sale at the gate, and I think they're going to be doing pre-sales too. If you guys want to check out more details, check out tescolapalooza.com, and you can also find them on Facebook. So, and if you're on the Thumb Meat Market Facebook, go check them out. Ask for Mary or shoot a inbox message to them for the details, because they are indeed looking for volunteers to help out run the gate and to possibly
I get your brachos.
exactly.
Brachos.
So, and come closer to the event, we're going to try and get them back into studio so we can help promote that and get Mary and hopefully Terry. Sad face Terry won't be with Initiative with Infamous Quick, but Dan, who is an incredible singer, and side note, he actually auditioned for Stone Temple Pilots and was one of the 3 that was going to be picked. So
Nice.
that's that level of artistry and musicianship that Infamous Quick brings to the stage. So if you guys have not seen them live, holy shit. And guys, the headliner this year is Sanitarium, a Metallica tribute band.
Oh, what?
So
Nice.
Jay, if your ass is available, you're going to want to see this show, because if you miss it, bro, this band is off the hook. They just played at the Vault and ripped the roof off the place. So I did not get the chance to see that show, but guys, it was an incredible show. We know the Bills over there, and I'm constantly chatting with those guys. So
yes, we love the Vault, the Bills. They're awesome. The venue. The nice thing too, like the venue for the Tuscolapalooza, it's still going to be at the same place in honor of Wayne. He's sad that he's no longer here, but they want to continue. They want to keep continuing to do Tuscolapalooza out there in honor of him, which is really cool. That's really cool, because that's
He was a really cool guy.
He was. He had a lot of fun. He was the one that kept on coming over. Come on, dance, get up there. And I was just like,
He's
okay.
the one that drove me and Brian to uptown.
Oh, that's awesome.
Or to the store.
Aw.
For the beer run.
Yeah, nice guy. But yeah, it's a really cool event. It's for a good cause. There's so many different bands that play. There's vendors out there. There's food trucks. There's games going on. There's even Platinum Lake you can go swimming in, kayaking on the water. There were people out there just sitting in their kayaks listening to the bands. The cool part about it is if you're not really big on crowds, you can always pop up one of the sun tents and have your chair further out, and it just, everybody's just there to have a good time.
Yep.
Nobody's really messing with anybody. It's just everybody's just having a good time. Everybody was really kind, and it was just a really good fun atmosphere as well.
Last year was my first time ever going there, and it was a blast.
It's a lot of fun.
Well, you're coming this year because you're part of the crew.
Yeah, you are. We're making you a shirt too.
That's right.
I kind of want to just pay the entry fee so that I can drink the whole time.
Oh, yeah. You could do that. Gotcha.
Tony's like, I asked, I was like, so if I'm part of the crew, does that mean I don't get to drink while I'm there? He's like, no, not till later. And I'm like,
he's like, I don't want to be part of the crew. Screw this.
Yeah, maybe I'm just gonna come as myself.
I don't want to be part of the. Yeah, no.
You're part of the crew, part of the ship.
Yeah.
Well, we're hoping that we're going to have a couple more people join us because there was talks through the course of the year so far of people, because we've been talking to Dawn, and Dawn always manages to join us. In fact, she's become, I think, your private chauffeur, Heather.
Yeah, it kind of happened that way, didn't it? But it's interesting when I think about the first years of coming out for Tuscaloosa.
Yes.
I got a chance to do Dragonfly Boutique, and have my own little table set up there, sell some of my items to raise money for the event also, and I did music themed items so that we were able to sell those, and then some of those proceeds went towards the Child Advocacy Center. But this year, I'm just coming as me, as part of the crew, and I'm actually not going to be setting up a booth this year because I just want to have fun. I want to be able to hang out and enjoy the show, and also just because of how crazy life has been, I really haven't had a chance to really make anything or do any of those things, which I do miss. I miss the farmers markets. I miss being able to create and make those things for sale and, bring joy to other people by doing that. But yeah.
Well, and that's, we're one of the main sponsors there because that's what Terry was talking about. And she's like, yeah, you guys are first on the list because of all of the promotion and stuff that we've done for Tuscaloosa, and we've been with them for so long, back when it was still Summer Rocks Festival, which has just been an absolute blast. And I mean, the bands, like, that's what I'm excited about this year, because the Tuscaloosa board always managed to get some incredible bands. And when you go to see a live show, like, I'm not sure how many bands they have this year because they're still looking for bands and doing applications and whatnot, but they always get some amazing bands. Like last year, the Blind Riots, holy cow, they did a cover of Like a Stone acoustically.
That was so good.
Yeah.
I was like, holy cow. And
so good. Yeah.
We've had those guys in the studio right over there. So
Yes, we have. It's interesting to actually get a chance to see all these different bands, and a lot of them are local talent, and just to see how much talent that we actually have in that area, and around that area, it's awesome, and to have such a local venue is even better.
Yeah, well,
it's
and
not
that's
far
the
from
thing.
your place.
Yeah. Well, and it's great to see so many talented musicians locally. And, there's bands that come up from Detroit, too. They're like, hey, we want to get it on some of the action because you guys are incredible bands up here.
And Flint Santa.
Yes.
Yeah,
That man.
That guy just goes and goes and goes.
He's such a sweetheart, too.
Oh, he is.
Yeah,
He always gets a picture with us.
Yeah, he's absolute sweetheart. He goes to all these shows, and there's not really, it's very rare when you don't see him up there supporting every single band that's on stage.
Yep.
He brings different clothes to change out of because it's so hot out there too.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, insane. I gave him a guitar pick necklace the one year, and he was like, for me, and it was just the sweetest thing, like how excited he was just for that, and just to be able to come over and sit down and eat like next to us and just kind of chill out. It was really cool to be able to share that space with him. He's just a really sweet soul. He's a really good guy.
Yeah. Well, and he's on Instagram too, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he is. He's on Facebook, on Instagram, and yeah, just a really, you see all these different pictures. He's always supporting all of the shows.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the places will give him tickets just to come out because he's got such good energy, and it's awesome. It's a really cool thing.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are blowing it up in chat again. We got to get caught up here.
Oh, shoot, I need to go back over to chat. Buddy, I was distracted.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to catch up in Twitch real quick because Meryl Blade said it's funny how the two of you were in your own little world and mumbling to each other, and the rest of us were like, "What the fuck is going so funny?" And you never shared.
We just, we were just doing our
We
thing,
did our
and
thing.
I thought, everybody was catching on. MTG Attitude is joining in. Hey, Tony. Hey, Heather. Hello, Newman.
Hello, Newman.
Hello, Newman. Yeah, we did. We have, I guess we have our own, secret language, but not really.
No,
It's just goof off and
we're just
have a good time. And
it's all about the dick and fart jokes.
really, when it comes down to it, someone asked me about how my vacation was, and I was like, well, I went back to Caro, and they're like, oh, did you get to hang out with all your girlfriends and stuff? And I was like, no, actually I hang out with all my guy friends. And they were like, what? I was like, yeah, all the dick and fart jokes that I could say, and
Right.
it's good company. And I said, well, and then Melissa was there too, so it wasn't the only lady, but they just kind of looked at me.
Wait,
and
does
like,
Shelby
drama,
count?
right? Huh?
Does Shelby count?
No. Don't be mean to Shelby.
I'm not mean to Shelby. He brings it on himself.
I'm gonna give a shout out to that guy.
Yeah.
He was always helping. He was there to, to help out with whatever we had going on. He helped take out. Jen had someone come for a mattress and headboard and all this stuff, and he carried that stuff out. So did Tim, for this person, and just how can I help? He's just there to help, and so huge shout out to him.
Yeah, in all sincerity, shout out to Shelby. He's one of the hardest working ones behind the scenes here. Whether we're doing an event, whether we're setting up for the podcast, whether we're setting up for any other show in the studio here or remotely, Shelby has been a huge asset to have in the arsenal of Strange Friends Media. So shout out to you, bud, if you're watching it, or if you're still watching it, or if you're sleeping because you need your little nappy poo. We love you, man, and we really do appreciate you helping us.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that because he really was there for whatever we needed help with, and cleaning up. And when it started to snow, he's like, "Can I go out and shovel or put some salt down or whatever?" It's just
Yep.
for him to think of that and to keep up with everything that was going on.
Absolutely.
And I do want to give you a shout out for coming back over the next day, or when I was getting ready to leave, because I ended up pulling a muscle. And I'm like, I can't carry my stuff out to my truck. This is great. And I have a 3.5 hour drive back home. So
Well, I mean, after all the
appreciate it.
craziness that we experienced for those 4 days, I couldn't leave you there holding your finger in the dam going, I'm hurting.
I hurt so much. And then so I'm there and I'm just kind of just chilling. I was laying still in bed, kind of trying to stay warm, and I hear a knock at the door. And I was like, that's weird. Tony would have texted me if he was coming over. So I'm still in my PJs and my hair, regular hair, I just had a poof over. It's all wild. And I hear someone walk in the house, and I was like, hello? Her maintenance guy, and he's doing the painting and stuff at the house.
Yeah.
He was there, and I was like, hey, okay, I'll try to get my stuff out of here as soon as I can. He was a cool guy, but when I was trying to walk up the stairs and go into the door, he goes, I said, oh, I'm too old for this. He was like, yeah, partying for those long weekends, that'll get you. And I was like, damn, ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth?
That's funny as hell.
Let's see. Oh, we got some more stuff going on over here in chat. MTG Attitude says, sorry guys, bouncing back and forth to you guys and Mr. DJ. Heather just can't perform one day. And Heather's PJs are so comfy looking. Yeah. I'm telling you, you guys, those were actually guys, so you're gonna all be getting them for Christmas as long as they come back to Marshall's.
Right.
And Purpose Porpoise for sure. Shelby is great as much shit as. Sorry, that's in the way. And thanks for the shout out to. I hope I made an okay first impression. For those who don't know, I am Tim.
Yeah. He said over on Twitch, I will be geeking out for anything Renfest. Is that what Tuscolapalooza is? No, that's actually separate from Tuscolapalooza, but it is going on during the same time. So, guys, get out, support local events. That's what we're doing. And he also said, did I hear Single Barrel applied for or will be applying? As far as I know, Single Barrel is applying for one of those slots to be on the stage, the big stage over there at Tuscolapalooza. So hopefully that gets all ironed out and whatnot. So what else
So
you
now
got
I
over
know
there,
this
Heather?
This is definitely Dave. Now I figure because Jay sometimes runs this also. It's definitely. I believe it's Jay. Or
It's Dave.
Heather washes her clothes in Windex because I can see myself in them.
Yeah.
Dave, did you send me the flowers? Is
He
that who
totally
sent me
did.
The flowers?
He totally sent you
Yeah.
the flowers. That's a Dave thing. That's totally a Dave thing.
I don't think so. I think his wife would be bringing him up by the short hairs. Like, why are you sending flowers to Heather? I don't think it was Dave. Yeah, I get it. I think it's cool.
No,
It's fun.
it was so much fun hanging with those guys and getting the chance to hang with Rudy and you know, like we had talked before about, like, we all kind of went to our own little corners individually, like we did last time with, you know, me and Dave and you and Rudy and both of us hanging out with Guy in the kitchen as him being your sous chef, which was so much fun, and then telling Jay to fuck off.
Yeah, Jay, get the fuck out of here, Jay. Go away, Jay.
And Brandon,
So,
you
Amy-
got to hang with the guys a little one-on-one too. How was that for you?
Not nearly as much as I would have liked. Not nearly as much. It was great. I mean, it was great to see them. Lots of hugs exchanged, despite how we talk to each other on camera. But it was really great to see him. Great to play with him. And I don't know. It was. It really bummed me out that I didn't get to be over there as much as despite the fact that I was over there almost every day. They were here.
Yeah.
I didn't get to hang out with them as much as I wanted to, because nothing ever feels like as much as you want to.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, and Dave is the kid whisperer, so that was absolutely adorable to watch.
Yeah.
That was.
And my girls adored him, and despite my oldest slapping him, she's got, I don't know, anger issues or something. But yeah, they loved him, and they enjoyed everyone there really. Leah shouting out, "What's your name?"
That was cute.
And like she was like just like ecstatic about the response she got from saying that.
So cute. They were so cute.
She's like,
and
everyone's paying attention to me.
yeah, they're absolutely adorable, Brandon. You have such beautiful little girls,
Yeah,
and to
I'm
see
so
the
glad they
interaction,
take after their mother.
the interaction with Dave and them, and I got that picture, a couple pictures of them playing and stuff, and I just thought that was so adorable. And that's why I
Was
was like,
Zoe
"Can I
jumping
take a
on Dave's
picture?"
air mattress?
Yes, it was very cute. Back over here, Dave says, I cannot take credit for sending flowers to you. It truly wasn't me. And Tim says, oh, so you don't know? Interesting. I seriously don't know Purpose. Brandon's girls are adorable. And Brandon, you hung out with us as much as you could, bro. No love lost.
Yeah, absolutely. That's, it's never long enough, like Brandon said, but we try to cram in as much stuff as we can do when everybody's all under one roof. And I mean, aside from having the down day that we were just relaxing and attempting to, like, holy cow, that was so much that we just did in like 3 days.
Yeah.
But no, it was great. And I agree with Dave. No love lost. Like, each of us just kind of we found that rhythm, we found that groove, and we just kind of stayed there and just went, man, this is what it's about. And watching the videos that keep dropping that these guys did of us doing the openings and having Heather, oh, look at that. There we go. Brandon's giving a shout out in the old chat or on the Windows.
Thank you. I think Big Box Dave is also in Weirdos, or is he just on Deckheads?
No, he's in Deckheads. I don't know if that was his intention or if he. Well, I mean, it had to have been because.
Here, we're gonna blow that up in the full screen there, Brandon.
Yes, thank you. So, Dave said BRB, and Tim said balls rub balls.
Balls rub balls.
But maybe. I don't know. Yes,
Brandon's girls were a kick. I wish my nieces and nephews were that age again. So that's over on Twitch land. Like, thank you guys so much for blowing it up in chat. And I know that just none of this is me, you know, doing the whole social media stuff. But we sincerely do appreciate you guys chatting and throwing stuff up in multiple chats. When speaking of that, I actually got to go over to Rumble. Oh yeah, there we go. Apostle JSG. Rumble. What the fork? Or fork. I words and stuff.
What the fork?
What the fork? But yeah, we've got all the chats and stuff available. So you guys are constantly blowing up. We appreciate it so much.
Yeah.
Our Patreon income is now in the double digits.
What?
Thank you.
Now that we have 3 members.
We have 3 members.
That's insane.
We should probably do some extra content.
Yep, exactly.
Well, I figured now that we're at that point, we got to at least have this, you know.
Right,
At least
exactly.
that. Thank you for bringing that to the forefront there to give them where credit is due. Definitely gonna have to read some stereo instructions and their accents to them.
That's right. Throw that up in the a screenshot of that, Brandon, with just that background. And thank you for the Patreons. We can throw that up in our closing credits through every video now. So that I think that background with the way that you did it, obviously minus you, because that background.
I can make that happen.
Please and thank you, because we can throw that up in
space.
At the end of each video, so we can have the closers and whatnot. So
we also had Keith join us.
Yes, that was so much fun with Keith.
It was really good. Like he got along very well with everybody too, and you know, it was cool to see him again.
Yeah.
And to play against him. But yeah, look forward to the 3rd annual attitude adjustment next year.
So much fun.
It is so much fun. So much fun. We do appreciate you guys traveling, making it out to come see us and taking that time off. It means a lot. It really does to have you guys come see us. And now it's my turn to go take that travel out there in June to go out to the island with the boys.
Yep.
And I appreciate them offering and inviting as well. So I'm gonna go there and hang out for the week and enjoy fishing with the guys and showing them what's up.
Going to Weena Island.
Weena Island. I say that because it's all a bunch of guys. Like, I'm the first female that's like been allowed on the island, so I take that honor seriously.
Well, I mean, it's VIP. How could you not? Like,
I do take that seriously, and you know they have to go out their way to make other accommodations for me because you know they can just pee wherever they want and do whatever, but I can't. So
I mean, you got the shiwi I sent you, right?
I have one from when I was kayaking with fucking gators.
Can we talk about that for a minute? Like, how badass are you kayaking with gators?
Let's talk about that. Is that badass or is it just dumb as hell?
I don't know. You like literally beat a gator off with your paddle.
I did not beat anything off with no paddle. Oh, thank you. I did not beat things off with a paddle.
Who did Heather beat off?
Heather beat off a gator with her paddle.
Did not. No. So.
She also has a gator beater.
I didn't have the gator beater. I left before I got that. I I don't know if that's smart or if it's stupid, but being able to join the Bassmasters competition, which I do have a picture somewhere that I was standing in front of the bee and someone didn't tell me, so it looks like it just says Ass Masters next to my name. I don't know where that picture's at, but that happened.
That's proof that you are a professional fart taster ass master.
Fuck off. So yeah, I don't know if that was smart or not, but I look forward to going out there because everybody goes fishing and everything, and I was just like, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna kick your ass in fishing, blah blah blah, and I'm just like, man, if I get skunked out there, I'm gonna be so bummed. So yeah,
that's awesome.
I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna try to bring it.
Well, we have reached that time.
We have. Thank you again for joining us, hanging out with us, Brandon. It's Brandon is going to be stepping in for me on my days that I'm not able to make it here on Thursdays. So I do appreciate you, Brandon, hanging out and joining Tony while I cannot be here.
Not a problem.
You'll be playing the part of Heather because you're a lot more prettier than I am.
Aw, Brandon, he's pretty. He's a pretty guy that doesn't wear ladies' underpants. Can we just clip that? Because I think that would be something that people would be like, oh, what's this show about?
Yeah, we totally need to clip that.
Brandon, you're so pretty. Pretty girl. Anyway, thank you all for joining in chat, hanging out with us tonight. Thank you to those patrons that are up there on the screen. We do appreciate your patronage.
Yes.
And I do thank everybody that's always hanging out, jumping in chat, making it more interesting or more weird, whichever you would like to say.
It's always weird.
And we get shout out to the MTG Attitude crew.
Yes, loud love to those guys.
Shout out to our. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, just a shout out to Jeremy and Tim down there at the Man Cave and everybody else who's hanging out with us. We do appreciate that.
Yeah, and if you guys have made it this far, like, hey, hit the like on the way out and make sure you subscribe because we do shows every day of the week. And you don't want to miss any of that stuff, whether you're on Twitch, whether you're on Facebook. Content is constantly being tossed up on this channel. So, and guys, check out What's It Worth It Wednesdays because apparently Brandon gets the rip snorts with cards and stuff. So
rip snorts, yeah.
Hey Tony, if you go into the chat for this channel,
yes,
I've got that end card there for you. You can pop it up now.
Appreciate that so much.
There you go.
Let me get into that real quick. Actually, I'm gonna have to do it once we go to the fade there. So, anything else before we sign off with all of this?
No, I think I'm pretty good.
All right.
We covered everything.
All right, and with that being said,
I'm sorry, it felt like we were setting up for Pass the Turn. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
with that being said, keep it weird.
See you guys later.
Yeah.